Thank you for your interest in this poster. This work is part of a broader project to derive insights from social media analysis to help design more effective and culturally sensitive health support for caregivers for people with dementia in underserved groups, specifically African American and Hispanic communities. Support interventions can include public health messaging through online, broadcast, and offline channels, counseling and guidance for life and care decisions, and even personalized advice via email and web or smartphone apps. A significant challenge for this type of work is identifying discussions on social media, primarily Twitter in this case, concerning caregiving for people with dementia that take place among the groups this research is meant to help. This challenge has both technical and ethical dimensions. Most social media platforms do not directly collect nor expose information about an account holder's ethnicity. There are nevertheless several techniques available, often developed originally for the purposes of targeted advertising, to infer such demographic information on the basis of the people or organization a given account follows or interacts with, or the friends of these friends, or using clues like names or even images. Inferring a specific person's ethnicity in this manner, however, can be problematic, especially in healthcare-related settings. There is also the consideration that the social media discussions that this project is really looking for are discussions about dementia caregiving within certain communities, and not solely discussions by members of these communities. The current approach to finding such discussions, then, as outlined on the poster, is to focus on the content of social media messages rather than their senders, and to take advantage of statistical machine learning and possibly deep learning techniques to build profiles that can assign a likelihood, based on the presence of various words, hashtags, and characters in a tweet, that it is relevant to one of the conversations of interest. These techniques continue to be developed and refined, and this poster describes preliminary work to build a lexicon of terms associated specifically with African American discourse related discussions on Twitter and also in broader literary sources, which can then be used to home in on social media discussions of dementia caregiving within African American communities. This lexicon was developed by curating a corpus of African American discourse related tweets featuring some prominent hashtags gathered via the Twitter API and comparing these to a control group of non tagged tweets. The work also took advantage of the growing availability of corpora of digitized literary texts in online environments that also provide computational access to these texts, even if the texts are still in copyright. This enabled the curation of a second set of corpora consisting of poetry and prose works by African American writers, as well as a control corpus. Comparing the term frequencies between these corpus pairs and applying various statistical tests and refining classification models enabled the compilation of lexicons of salient terms ordered by importance. Again, this work is ongoing, and in particular, more sophisticated artificial intelligence models are currently being explored, including word embeddings, subword encodings, and transformer-based models that pay attention to the positions of words within sentences. Feedback and suggestions on any aspect of this would be quite welcome. Thank you.